He tried so hard to understand the message that popped out in front of him. "Congratulations, you have been chosen." Quote. He finally saw the infamous game-like user interface that pops out to everyone who's been gifted with amazing talents. Name: Ven MC Carry. HP: 90/90ths. Mana: 200 and 200ths. Stats: Strength: 9. Agility: 9. Vitality: 9. Intelligence: 20. Luck: 9. Job class: Assimilator, Mage. Level: 1. He's been a gamer since he can remember, yet until now he never heard about such job class, Assimilator Mage class. So. The stats are too obvious. I'm a mage. Okay. Int type. Heavily dependent on mana. But what the heck is Assimilator type mage? He tried to press the UI, skill, in front of him as if he was in a game, but there's no response, nothing happens. But due to his excitement, and to his years of experience in gaming, he easily understands how to use the mysterious UI that everyone is talking about. Just by reading in your mind, you can freely navigate the mysterious UI. Skill: Active. Assimilation, Level 1. Description: Locked. Passive. Mana Regeneration, Level 1. Description: Locked. Arcane Knowledge, Level 1. Description: Locked. His face was like of a man conflicted with confusion and dismay. What the fudge is this? Quote. I have to unlock the skills in order to use. Quote. He began searching on the web for the things to do when you became an awakened. Term they used to those people who received the UI message. After a couple of minutes reading the forums, he began mumbling to himself again. All these stuffs are the basics. He was going to close his browser when he suddenly noticed a title in a forum that was just newly posted titled, Assimilation Mage Class Guide. He quickly sent the link to his phone and decided to go home right after work. He will keep his awakened status as a secret for the meantime. At home he didn't bother to go to shower, he quickly sat in his computer table and opened the link that he got on his phone. Assimilation Mage Class Guide. Job description. It is the ability to adopt the elements and mechanics and weaponize it as your own. Quote. That phrase is all he needs. As if he knows already what to do. He quickly went to his kitchen. Opened the kitchen drawer and took a knife and imagined his arms to be like a knife. Then in his mind he activated the skill. Assimilation. Quote. To his amazement he saw his arm as the exact replica of the knife he's holding earlier. 3 inches below his elbow was a blade, then suddenly a message popped out on front of him. Skill. Active. Assimilation, Level 1. Description. To be able to harness the element and mechanics of all non-living things and incorporate to itself. Quote. Mana cost, 0. Consumes 50 mana per 60 seconds while active. Cast type, instant channeling. Passive. Mana regeneration, Level 1. Description. To be able to regenerate 10 mana per 30 seconds. Arcane knowledge, Level 1. Description. To be able to understand and manipulate arcane elements. His face was filled with excitement and joy. Ideas on how he will build himself kept coming from his mind. Then suddenly, a quick sudden change of mood of disappointment was visible from his face. I got a lot of builds in my mind right now but none of them were meta worth. Quote. He began imagining himself with 2 Gatling guns on both hands and shooting like a wild maniac everywhere, lizardmen running away for their lives. RHCCKK, what a complicated class. If I use a gun build, if the environment is anti-projectile, I'm done for already. I'm so limited to single elemental build. Or I can bring tools per situation, arc no, my mobility will suffer. He's like a crazy angry homeless person mumbling about something, Thankfully he's inside of his room with nobody to witness the way he currently acts but the four corner of the walls. After few hours of contemplating on his newly found gift, he finally gave up. He decided to clear his mind through gaming. He logged in his account on his favorite game, Destiny of Castaways. Quote, "It's a classic isometric RPG that he's been playing for a very long time. He tried all the classes in the game, but his favorite amongst his avatars is the level 90 Necromancer. As he was playing the game, a sudden idea came up to him. He always wants to be that protagonist in every novel he read that went inside a game, and made it into reality. He closed his eyes and imagined himself that he was his favorite avatar, then activated his skill. Assimilation." Quote, "And to his amazement he instantly knew it worked. He rushed up to the tall mirror in his room and began to examine himself. He can't believe it himself, he was the exact replica of his character from his game, Destiny of Castaways. He summoned his UI and began to check himself. Name: Ven MC Carry. HP: 530/530. Mana: 1370/1370. Stats: Strength: 53. Agility: 39. Vitality: 77. Intelligence: 137. Luck: 17. He suddenly notices another minimized UI that looks familiar to him. He activates it and to his surprise it was the same UI from his game Destiny of Castaways. From that UI he checked his Necromancer job class. Name: Ice King. HP: 530/530. Mana: 1370/1370. Job class: Necromancer. Level: 10.